Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to walk you through a super useful feature inside Wix Studio, the Inspector panel. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use the Inspector panel to fine-tune your website elements, control their design and behavior, and tap into some really powerful customization tools. So if you've ever wondered how designers make small but impactful adjustments in Wix Studio, or you simply want more control over how your site looks and feels, stick around. Let's dive right in. First, you'll want to open the Wix Studio editor. If you're working on a new site or editing an existing one, the interface is pretty welcoming, clean, and intuitive. Now, to access the Inspector panel, look to the very top right of your editor. Near where you'd usually hit the Publish button, you'll spot a small arrow icon. That's the Open Inspector button. Click that, and the Inspector panel slides open over on the right side of your screen. It will immediately show you the properties and settings for the element you've currently selected. If you haven't selected anything yet, go ahead and do that. Maybe pick a text box, an image, or a button just to see what options pop up. It's one of those little steps that sets the stage for everything you'll do next, so don't worry if you're just exploring. Now, the Inspector panel is where the magic happens, and it's organized into a set of tabs, which are smart enough to change based on what you've got selected. Let's break these down so you know what each tab is all about and how to use them. First up is the Design tab. This is like your control center for how an element looks and behaves visually. Inside, you'll spot Size and Responsive Behavior. This section lets you adjust the width and height, and just as importantly, decide how that element resizes across different screens. Think about when you visit a site on your computer versus your phone. You want the content to look good in both places, right? These controls help you decide if something should stay the same size, scale proportionally, stretch, or remain fixed. If you're aiming for a modern mobile-friendly site, spend a bit of extra time here. Also in the Design tab, you have design controls, colors, borders, corners, shadows, and more. Try tweaking these to match your brand's visual style. If you've ever struggled with things looking off compared to your vision, this is where you align the details. There's also a layout section which deals with spacing. Padding and margins help you keep elements from feeling squished together or floating awkwardly apart. And if you want to get a little playful, you can even add a custom cursor. Yep, you can set a unique cursor that appears whenever a visitor hovers over your element. Great for creating memorable interactions. Next, head to the Interactions tab. Here, you can inject movement and life into your site by adding entrance animations, hover effects, or actions that trigger when someone scrolls. Even a simple fade-in can dramatically improve how professional your site feels. Take your time experimenting. Animations are about delighting your audience without becoming a distraction. The Position tab is all about precision placement. You can dock an element to the side, pin it so it always stays visible, or make it sticky as users scroll. Margins and position types let you keep your layout tidy no matter what device or screen size your visitors have. In the Adjust tab, you get to play with visual transforms like changing the opacity, rotating, or skewing an element. Sometimes all you need is a subtle shift to make something stand out. Think of it like using a spotlight or tilting a picture frame just so. Depending on your selected element, you may also see tabs like CMS, which connects items to your database, perfect for creating dynamic content, especially inside repeaters. Or, a Content tab may appear for things like images or text, making it easy to swap out content quickly. One of the biggest strengths of the Inspector panel is that it's contextual. That means every time you pick a new element, the panel updates to show you the most relevant tools for that item. It's almost like the panel is reading your mind, giving you exactly what you need instead of making you dig for settings. Another major tool is responsive design management. With just a few tweaks, you can set breakpoints for desktop, tablet, and mobile views. Make sure to preview your site on each device so you're giving every visitor the best possible experience. And don't overlook alignment options. If you select multiple elements within a section, you'll be able to snap them into perfect horizontal or vertical alignment. This makes your design clean and professional. No more agonizing over whether a button is perfectly centered. So, that's a full walkthrough of the Wix Studio Inspector panel. Play around, experiment, and see how much creative control it gives you. If you found this guide helpful, please tap the like button, drop your questions below in the comments, and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more practical tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.